Hey guys, welcome to THC. I'm Dan. I mean, in 5 years, that'll be like, okay. That'll be acceptable. Who doesn't love getting a package with this logo on it? I know I do. So there's an interesting story about this package. So I'm part of that age where, like, you know, immediate satisfaction is what I need. So, you know, that's why I like stores. So I needed tools to do this project that I'm going to be doing in this video, probably like 3 or 4 videos. So I went to 3 different stores to locate these tools. First store I went to didn't have any DeWalt tools, the one that I was looking for, the 2 that I was looking for. So the second store I went to, I walked up and I said to the guy that was working in the tool corral, you know where all those tools are in Lowe's, Home Depot? I walk up to the guy and I'm like, where are your routers? And he looked at me and he's like, what? I'm like, where's your routers? We're crooked. And so he looked at me, he's like, what? I still didn't follow you and I still don't get you. I'm like, router, it's a tool, it's a tool. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he walked away to go and get help from this other person that was there. And she's like, oh yeah, they're over here. And she showed me where they were at, and they didn't have the one I was looking for. Are you fucking kidding me though? Like, how are you working in this section and don't even know what a router is? I understand that not everybody understands what a router is, but if you're working in that area, you should know what a router is. If you put me in Lowe's, Home Depot, anywhere in the store, and you asked me a question about anything that was in the store, I could give you like a rough idea about it. Like, come on. You shouldn't be working at that store. Then I went to Home Depot, and they have like a bigger selection of tools, and they didn't have it either. So after spending several hours driving around looking for these tools, I went home and I went here. You know, who doesn't? I should have just went there to begin with. I normally do. It makes life easier. I gotta wait. I got Prime, so it comes in 2 days. Done, baby, done. Baby, I love it. Oh, hello. Oh my God. I don't even know how to like express this to you, but this is like a box full of like wet dreams. But anyways, I love supporting local. I love immediate satisfaction, but this is where the future's going. I'm sorry, like I should have bought stock in this 20 years ago because this is great. I met a guy the other day. He bought stock in it, and he was happy. Who wouldn't be? 2? Oh, you got 2? Ernest, I got you a house to play in. I do not want to play in your box. So I'm going to be making my raised panels in this series of videos. So I bought a new router. I already have a router. This is now like the 3rd or 4th tool. Sold as set. What does that mean? Well, where's the other set? I didn't get a set with this. This better not be used. I'll be mad. I don't really care. But I got a router because I have to do multiple different types of routing, and I figured the time that I'm going to spend changing a router bit, it might as well just get like another one because it'll just make me more efficient. And then the router that I have is like 5 years old, and the other day a bunch of plastic chunks started flying out of it. I think it was like a cooling fan, so I'm sure that's going to shit the bed very shortly. So I bought a basic router. I think that was like $127. It's just the router and a base. The other set that I have is like the full hole-on thing. It's like $350. This was much cheaper. But this is honestly all you need for a router because the base will mount onto a table. Perfect. You don't need the whole dropping thingy. I don't know what the hell that is. It's a waste of money. And then I also got a biscuit joiner because all my raised panels that I'm going to be making, the center piece, I need to connect those in together, and instead of doing tongue and groove, I'm going to do a biscuit joint on that. So you guys kind of know this, but a long time ago I was a contractor. I left that work and pursued another career, and when I left that career, I sold pretty much all the tools that I owned. I have since repurchased all those tools. I kept a couple of the good ones. I kept this. I kept my framing gun, kept my circular saw, Those to me were like the most crucial tools to make something. But I had a biscuit joiner that I sold for, you know, like 40 bucks or whatever. It basically just sold it to a crack dealer, and then I did crack it. Just kidding. Kidding. Am I? No, I am kidding. But the biscuit joiner was one of the things that I sold, and this is the last thing that I had sold that I now have again. So I kind of feel like this is like, you know, it's good for me. Like I'm kind of happy. This comes with a case. Not a fan of the case. How much was that? $170. Plus I got the 2 size biscuits. It's been so long since I've used one of these tools, but I think they're 20 and 10. I think they're smaller too. You can even get 5. I don't remember. I mean, it's a nice case. I normally don't do cases. Biscuit joiner. These are heavy. These are always a heavy tool. Ooh. Allen wrench, probably change the blade. Tool to help change the blade. Instructions. So, I don't forget what sound this makes. So I guess let's get into this and we'll start making a project. I'm gonna make a mock-up, a temporary piece, because I've decided I'm gonna go with maple as the wood that I'm gonna use to make the panels. I was talking to General Finishes, who I'm hoping is gonna like help out this project. General Finishes is probably one of my favorite, not sponsors, because I'm never paid to say anything by that company, but supporters of this channel. They're always willing to help me out with materials to build the things that I build. So definitely want to give a shout out to General Finishes, which is a finishing company. They do stains, they do paints and all these things, and I found a paint finish that I really like. I'm going to do myself. That gives the rustic look that I want. My pickle is tickled. So they do make the DeWalt router a lot differently now. They make a much smaller version, but I've got stuff that fits this, that works with this size, so I wanted to stick with the same exact unit that I have right now, just so things are interchangeable and I can make life a little easier. Power cord, pliers, wrenches. Oh, collikers. What are those called? What are those called? I forget. 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. What are those called? Begins with a C. Actually, Dad. Don't forget the #1 safety tool. These safety glasses. I'll never read it all. Done with that. Oh, the biscuits go to 0, not 5. My bad. You know what? We might dabble in this. Just this section. It's just pictures. Pictures are good for me. And then another thing I bought was a router bit. I was actually able to find this at one of them specialty hardware stores, but this is one of them raised panels. Oh god, I'm gonna trip and fall. One of those raised panel bits. It's extremely large. Absolutely huge. But this is gonna make the raised panel look, this is gonna give that raised panel the look that I want. It's a straight line in on an angle. I think it's like a 17-degree angle, 17.3, and it's got a little shoulder on it, or a little head. Yeah, because everyone wants head. And then, perfect. It'll make it what I want it to make it. But this was another extremely expensive piece of equipment. Just this metal cutting disc was like close to, no, it was over $100 just for that. It was like $110 just for that. So, already into this project, I'm $400 in. Yeah, no, that was $300, $400. Plus, I still got to get the wood. I bought some oak because they didn't have any maple at the store. So I'm going to make the mock-up panel out of the oak that I have. And then I'll make it, and then I'll make the actual piece that I want out of maple, I believe. I will never use that. I might as well just throw that out. If you don't know this, I'm a huge fan of DeWalt. It's Friday night. And this is number 3.